Happy Sunday, beautiful souls. This is Shamama Hunting Owl with a new message for us for this week. I always start by thanking you all for subscribing here on YouTube to the videos and your comments and your likes, as well as following me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for the daily card readings. So thank you guys for that and sharing everything. And thank you those of you who are on Patreon and have checked out my Etsy shop and have really just, supported me so fully in my mission here. And thank you guys for reaching out for readings and sessions, guidance sessions this past week and healings. All right, so I'm going to be honest. I'm going to start this video telling you guys I'm very out of sorts. And what does that mean for me? I feel like I'm all over the place right now. And I have been incredibly exhausted and having a lot of body physical pain, muscle weakness, literally like not even wanting to really get out of bed, laying down to take a nap, to meditate in the afternoon and end up falling asleep for, 2.5 hours, sleeping a ton. And yet it's not even restful sleep. It's very restless sleeping. It's very interrupted sleeping. So I've also got a lot of fuzziness. I went through this a couple months ago, and it's almost like my brain is foggy, where the thoughts are in my head, but getting my mouth to say the words has been rather challenging. So all in all, the energy this week has been rough as fuck for me. In spite of all of that, it's not that it's put me in a shitty mood. It's not that I haven't been, excuse me. It's not that I haven't been, I've been, up here and I've been down here, It's very much been a roller coaster, very, very quick, sharp highs and lows, lasting, from just a couple minutes to maybe like an hour. And it's been crazy. So I've been really kind of staying to myself, very much in solitude, working through, clearing things. A lot of stuff in my physical world has come up, that have been challenges for me in the past week that I'm going to share with you, because it might help somebody else with what they're dealing with. And a lot of it had to do with really speaking my truth and really standing up for my mission. So, but I want to start back with what is happening. So all of these pains, these aches, these exhaustion, we are doing a lot of work on an energetic level. We're, with the timelines, okay? What I've been keep being shown is this very, very rapid acceleration through these portals, wormhole, timeline, like structures in the cosmos. They're all shifting. Timelines are just shifting like crazy across all dimensions of time, space, and reality. And we are shifting into, okay, so there's this pyramid, and I don't know who's seen it, and I tried to print out a picture of it, and my printer got fucked up. So obviously I wasn't meant to print out a picture, but okay, so the pyramid of enlightenment. There are certain stages of enlightenment, starting at like guilt and shame and da-da-da-da-da, and working its way all the way up to, mastery. Well, what I was shown is, depending on where you are on that pyramid, okay? And then the numbers go from like, I don't know, like 0 to, 1,000, 9, I don't know remember how high. But depending on what level you're at on this pyramid, in your journey, in your process, now this is not a hierarchy level. This is just truly where you're at with the work you've done, and kind of like an assessment level. You are being brought at that level to your highest, greatest timeline for the level that you are at or are just completing, okay? Across all dimensions of time, space, and reality. What does that mean? Okay, what they showed me it means is we have been doing so much healing work in this dimension, in this 3D world that we are currently incarnated in, okay? That all of this healing that we are working and doing is changing the timelines from the past, okay? We are energetically sending this healing back in time and forward in time. And again, through all dimensions of time, space, and reality, all lifetimes, we are correcting, we are healing through what the work we are doing now. So when I say that all the timelines are shifting into our highest across them all, that is what is happening. So we are kind of like, I mean, if you visualize, I know I'm having trouble explaining this, you guys, so just please try to bear with me. Because I wish I could draw a picture of what they showed me in my head, but I can't because I don't draw worth of shit, as you guys know. Anyway, so my point is that as we are doing this healing and clearing work now, it is affecting us across all timelines. As these timelines are shifting into our highest, greatest dimensional timelines across the board, past, present, and future, okay? This is what we're experiencing. This is this intensity. This is what these eclipses and all of this stuff has brought in. The universe is really taking control over where we are in our process right now. So the higher, so depending on what level you are at, you are being leveled up, okay? And this is energetically affecting you in all your realities, okay? Also, all of your energetic bodies, okay? Which is why physically I feel like I've been beat to crap. This is like a recalibration. We are working so hard energetically behind the scenes that our bodies need to completely, our bodies, our minds, our souls, our spirits, our everything, completely need to recalibrate once these timelines are completely integrated for the stage that we are at now. Now again, we continue to become enlightened, we continue to grow, we continue to move through these experiences, okay? And continue to ascend higher. So this is where we're at right now. We're going to continue to shift into higher timelines as our vessel and our soul's ability to expand to those levels becomes. So right now, wherever you are at, know that what you are experiencing is this timeline collapsing. We are also feeling a significant amount of the masculine collectives stuff that they're going through right now. So know that even, some of the physical body pains that we are experiencing are the masculine. The masculine is like that physical being, and they are in pain right now. And the reading that I've got is going to show you they're kind of like a fucking mess right now. But it's a good mess, okay? It's in a good way. The same way all of this dimension shifting is all for our highest, greatest good. It's very positive for us, but it takes our physical vessels time to realign with the energy. So understand that this is what is happening. This is what's going to continue to be happening through the full moon next week, as well, or the 24th, I believe, as well as the equinox on the 22nd. So we are going to continue in this accelerated motion, moving through these timelines and literally healing everything, and then integrating it and calibrating it through our vessels. And so I also want to talk about, because I've got like all these things spinning in my head, you guys. All right, so I also wanted to talk about what happened to me this week. All right, so many of you may or may not know, I am starting a new project with a beautiful divine masculine, amazing business partner and very good friend. Not my twin, guys. But I am starting this mission work with this person. And And we are going to be doing fire moon ceremonies, working with sacred medicine, things like that. And we'll be so anyway, so we have been working on this for a few weeks now. We're getting ready actually to have our first overnight ceremony this next weekend on the 27th on the equinox. And some conflict came up in my 3D world with one of my children, my son, always my son, regarding him not really wanting me to do this. Okay, it means people spending the night in our home, people we know, people we don't know, things like that, and opening our family up in a sense to, a greater level of people coming through our world. And, my 16, almost 17-year-old son is a little bit, resistant. He's been resistant to everything that I have done, basically since he's born. God, I love him to death, and he's the best kid in the world. But I think the first time he got upset with me for doing me was about 3 or 4 years old. I used to be blonde, and he was blonde at the time, my son, and I had dyed my hair dark, and he got so angry with me, and he disapproved of me, and he let me know at 3 or 4 years old that he was pissed that I colored my hair dark, and he would be the only blonde in the family now, and he held a grudge, and he pouted and steamed off and was really pissed off. And basically our relationship, although we love each other very much and we are very, very close, there are lots of things I do, especially now being Shamama and doing all of this weird stuff to my son, or that my son thinks is weird, I should say, that he doesn't approve of. And these ceremonies were something that he really doesn't like the idea of, nor does he think it's a good idea that his mom is doing any of this. And he let it be known in a very, very aggressive, forceful, dominating way. And it really shook my world this time, because this was bigger than he had ever been upset with me, or in what I was doing. And so here I had to sit for a couple of days with, do I honor my kid, who I love with every fiber and ounce of my being, or do I honor my mission, which I know that this project that I have started with my friend is part of my bigger mission in doing service and bringing healing to so many more people. And I struggled and I struggled, and I sat in tears for days, and not for days, for like 2 days, maybe a couple more days than that. Actually, yeah, it was about 4 days. And anyway, so I prayed on this, and I worked on this, and I asked for guidance, and I went to people that I truly respect and asked for their advice and their spiritual guidance, what they were getting for me. And everything I was hearing was just like nothing felt right. And I really didn't know what to do, because I know what my mission is, and I know what my purpose is, and I know I need to be doing what I do, what I came here to do. And yet here was this, my child, disapproving and really angry with me to a degree, like I said, that I've never seen before. And so after a lot of deliberation and sitting with this, and I'm going to put in a plug right here for someone who was absolutely amazing, because she was very, very helpful to me, and it was a true blessing. Her name is Katie Emma. She lives in Portugal. She is an astrologer. She is absolutely fucking amazing, you guys. Her website is templeofcosmicastrology.com, and I will put it under the video in the box. But she had reached out to me a week ago, before all of this shit happened with my son, and before I started to feel really crappy with this new energy that came in, and and reached out to me and offered me a natal chart, and actually offered to explain it to me, my chart. And honestly, nobody's ever done that for me. Actually explain to me in detail about my chart and what the little signs are and what the houses meant, and really gave me just a beautiful opportunity. And she gifted this to me. So Katie, God, love you, thank you. Oh my God, it was such a blessing. And that's the only reason, honestly, why am choosing to share her information with you guys, because she truly was fantastic. So we scheduled this appointment for this past week, and it's while I'm in the midst of this whole conflict with my son and what I'm supposed to do. And she explained some very important things about my mission and why I am doing what I am doing as Shamama, and how, you know, this is my job. Like, I am meant to be here as a teacher, and as a healer, and I need to do what I need to do. And that information was so helpful to me. I also was shown during that time, and it really actually kind of made me sad, because it made me sad, but it made me happy, was the image of Abraham and Isaac. And those of you who know the story, Abraham and Isaac, Abraham got called by God to take his son Isaac, his only son, up to the mountain and sacrifice him to God. And, you know, Abraham didn't want to do that and couldn't hurt his son, but he had to follow his faith and what he knew he needed to do. And he brought his son up to the mountain and put him on the rock and held the knife over him. And just when he was about to swing, well, God called it off and said, no, you've proven your faith to me. I know you believe, blah, 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 and all is well. Well, I had this same vision the morning that I spoke to Katie. And with the vision and with the stuff that Katie told me, I realized this was just another step. This conflict that my son was bringing to my reality was another attempt at me, or another test for me to stand up for what I know is my truth, for what I am faithful to, which is my mission. Now, that's not to say I'm not faithful to my kids. I love my kids with all my heart. But my kids are big, okay? They're 17 and 21. And it is not for them to dictate my life, my mission, what I know as my truth. And so it was really important for me to take that chance, stand up to my son, say, you know what? I get that you don't agree with this shit, that you don't like what I am doing. You are free to choose to not be home on the nights that I am doing my ceremonies, our ceremonies. You know, so you won't be affected by any of this. I kind of explained to him a little further what, you know, because he could go to his dad's. I'm not like throwing him out of the house or anything, you guys, so I don't want you to think that. But he goes to his dad's, so he can very easily go sleep at his dad's house on the nights I have the ceremony. There's only 2 ceremonies a month. It's not really a big deal. And actually stand up to my son, drag his ass up that mountain to sacrifice our relationship for my faith in my mission, in my truth, in my knowing, and in what I've been called here to do. And sure enough, when I did that, and Katie, and that's my other point, is Katie's interpretation of my chart very much strengthened my vision in knowing that this is what I needed to do. This was a very big deal for me, you guys, because I've always, no, I shouldn't say always, but in the past, I probably would have buckled. I probably would have wavered. I probably would have given in to make my kids happy at my own detriment and at the detriment of, honestly, the people that I meant to serve or help. But I knew that had to stop. I knew I had to stop making other people happy and do what I knew what was right for me. And I also knew, oddly enough, that this, and I know or knew potentially, maybe not, maybe I've changed the forward timeline on by standing up now for this, but there may be another time in my life, especially around the time in which my beloved returns, fully returns, to that I may have to stand up to my son again. And so this felt like a practice run for me. This felt very much like a practice run for me in standing in my power and knowing my truth. And I'm sharing this with you guys because this energy, these timeline shifts, this healing that we are sending through, okay, back and forth through the timelines, and all of this stepping into our highest good is truly about us stepping up further into our power, into our conviction, into our knowing. You know, taking the time you need to take. I mean, like I said, I think it took me maybe like 4 days. It might have even been a couple more days than that, actually. I think it started, actually, it doesn't matter, but I think it started like before the new moon and it didn't end until Wednesday. So it might have been like from Friday to Wednesday. So that's like 5 days. But it was a long, very, very hard decision, choice that I had to make for myself. And I bring this to you only because we are being pushed to this point. We are really being pushed to the put up or shut up moments. And this is reflected also in the divine masculine. Okay? Standing up for themselves, standing up for what they believe in, facing their darkest fears. One of my darkest fears, my deepest fears is like, I love my kids more than anything in the fucking world. And those of you who know my kids know I have the coolest kids ever. They are fucking the bomb. And I would never want to lose that relationship, jeopardize that love, our relationship. And so I had to face that shit. And I did. And it took me a few days, but I did, and everything is blown over, and my son is now totally fine with everything. He just it's almost like, you guys, it's almost like it never even happened. Like, it's gone. Like, the energy, it's like somebody hit erase on those 5 days, and he woke up one morning, and I actually did on Wednesday. I spent some time doing the Ho'oponopono Ono, really connecting with my son's energy, in asking his soul to understand what I was doing, and asking for love and forgiveness, and forgiving myself for choosing over my flesh and blood, my child. But I knew I had to. I knew I had to. And it was like the healing that came through, it was like almost erased the 5 days that happened before. It was like it didn't happen. He literally woke up on Thursday morning and was like he was before all of this crap happened. Like, it was almost like it didn't faze him. He didn't care. He wasn't angry anymore. He woke up. He was great. Mom, love you. Blah, 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 blah. Everything was fine. So it was very, very strange. But this just shows that we are shifting and we are healing in a very rapid way. Okay. What else did I need to talk about? Because I know this video is going to be kind of long, so I got a bunch of cards, but maybe I can get through them quick. Okay. Also, I wanted to talk about, and for any of those of you who are interested in these overnight healing medicine ceremonies that I am going to be facilitating with my coworker, it's lunarawakenings.com is the website. And you guys can check it out because we're going to be doing overnights, some weekend, full weekend ones. There's going to be a lot of really exciting stuff, so we would love to have anybody who would like to come and join us for these ceremonies to please do. We're looking at setting up retreats and things like that, possibly for the new year. So, lunarawakenings.com, you guys. Thank you. Okay, so I wanted to talk just for a brief moment, hopefully brief, about what it actually means, what our highest, greatest good actually means, okay? When we ask for our highest, greatest good, and this is even across our timelines, our highest, greatest good sometimes is meant to trigger us. sometimes is meant to fuck with us. You know, our highest, greatest good is healing. And how do we heal? But unless we get triggered, unless we purge those things inside of us. So I want to remind you guys that our highest, greatest good can sometimes not look like our highest, greatest good. It can look ugly and yucky, and it can be painful. But those are the things that are meant to move us through to our highest, greatest good. And so when bad events happen, when this fight with my son happened, I knew it was happening for a damn good reason. You know, I did not like that I had to be 5 days in this shitty place with my kid, and the tension and the things that were said and the yelling, and he was really, really upset, you guys. I mean, like, I can't even explain how upset he was. But I knew it was happening for a good reason. And it did bring me a horrible, yucky, terrible experience, okay? Was a beautiful experience because it brought me into a place of my power, okay? And it brought healing to myself. And it brought healing again. As I heal myself now, I heal through the past, I heal through the present, I heal through my future. So there is this great beauty, okay, and a gratitude and appreciation for these tower moments, for this when bad shit happens, quote unquote, bad shit happens. It is always happening to direct you to your highest good. Do you still choose to step forward in what you know as your truth, even though you are being faced with adversities? Or do you buckle and give in and tap out, you know, and say like, no, I can't move ahead because this right now is what's more important to me. You know, this is how the energy works with us, you guys. And remember that there's always a blessing in the mess. Always a blessing in the mess. Sometimes it takes us having to go through that mess 1, 2, 3, 4 times to figure it out. And that sucks. But that's our stubbornness, that's our ego, that's our 3D, you know, interfering with us really moving forward. And we have to move forward, okay? We have to move forward and find these blessings and really send this healing through for ourselves right now. And, excuse me, and for the entire collective, you guys. We are also moving things, like I said, for the masculine collective. The divine feminine is not only holding herself in such a very, very stable place for the most part. We are also holding the container for the divine masculine right now, okay? They, as I said, they are really, really, really struggling right now, you guys. This energy is really pushing them, and they are feeling all the feels, and they are going through it so much more quickly. I wish you guys could really understand how rapidly they are purging and moving through stuff. And so they are doing the roller coaster too, you guys. You know, they are up, they are down, they are confident as fuck that they want this and they want to move forward. And then they're down in the toilet and they're like, no, I can't do this. So they are moving through this also. All right, so I think I'm going to wrap up talking about all this stuff and just start talking about the cards, because this is going to play into the cards. So what did I use? The Psychic Tarot Oracle by John Holland. And we got a lot of cards. And I only asked for a couple cards. So, and if you guys hear a bunch of noise, Buster is laying over here acting like a total freak on the floor. So I apologize. He's like rolling around in here. You guys want to see? I'm just going to, oh, wait, he's running away. Hey, Buster. Where are you? I don't know if you guys could have seen him. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, sorry, guys. All right. The reading. I told you I'm like scattered all over the place, you guys. So, blah. Take a moment. Take a moment. All right. Okay. So the reading. Let's do this. And we'll do this quick. Underlying energy. First card. The universe. It's the world card. The universe. The universe is fucking with us. No, the universe is actually doing beautiful, amazing, amazing things right now. They're pushing and pushing, and we are being pushed and pushed and guided. These are this timelines. This is everything cosmically coming together. You know, the energy from the eclipses, the moons, we have had so much powerful astrological planetary alignments going on. You know, we are feeling it. Source is with us. The universe is supporting us right now. They are moving the energy. The second, and this is a 21, right? Which is a 3, which is the trilogy, the Trinity. You know, spirit, yourself, and your beloved. Everything is moving forward, darlings. The next, we got 2 cards for the underlying energy that came out. Passion, ignited, right? And this is the 1. This is the new beginning. Buster, come here. Come here. He's crying. I'm sorry, guys. Come here. Come and be with mommy. Come here. 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 Sit. Everybody say hi to Buster. Buster. All right. Passion's ignited. So what is happening here? The universe is firing this passion up. The universe is giving a new beginning, a passionate new beginning to our relationships, okay? To our unions. There is a very rapid influx of unions getting ready to happen. And the Divine Masculines have already started over the last few weeks to test the waters, some of them. Some of them are still being very quiet, still adapting to this energy, still clearing things. But this is a passionate new beginning, okay? Started and created from source, okay? This is all right, we got to get things moving down there, bang, and everything moves, okay? Now, our Divine Masculine starts with memories of love, okay? This is the energy. This is where their minds are. This is where their hearts are, you guys. They are so focused on treasuring. Buster, come here. Treasuring the memories and all of the experiences that they have had with their beloved, okay? They are reviewing. You know, this is 6 of Cups energy, you guys, okay? Reliving the experiences, the good, the bad, all of the moments. But they're doing it with fondness. They're really seeing. They're replaying these things and really seeing, like, fuck, I see my part. Damn, I feel like an ass. You know, yeah, she did that and that pissed me off. They're replaying all of it and processing it just as we have and played it through. And they're coming into places of forgiveness. So they start off with this beautiful energy of really remembering and being in this beautiful place of feeling this passion ignite again. They want to return. Buster, shush. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, okay, hang on one second, guys. I'm going to let him out. Hang on. Go. Hurry up. Go. Okay, sorry, you guys. I had to, like, kick him out of my room. Now he's going to bark outside the door, but at least he's outside. Okay, so the next card. So that was a beautiful way for the Divine Masculine to start, right? In a loving space, in this very watery, beautiful energy of just feeling the love. But then what happens? As the Divine Masculine is going through this up and down, these timeline shifts, all of this healing that is going on for them, they step into emotional withdrawal, okay? They are pulling away. I mean, I literally visualized and saw Divine Masculine sitting at the beach, like in my visions of them just sitting by the water, like trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing. Like, what do they really want? Like, they've got all this love, they've got all this passion, you know, but there's so much that has to be done for so many of them, physically, emotionally, to get to a place. So they are in this place of really withdrawing. And I mean, like, this guy's got his hands like in prayer position. They are saying their prayers, but they are feeling this infinite connection, okay? there is this infinite connection, and they are really, you know, they're trying to I mean, literally all I keep seeing is like he's in this like purple cloak, and it's like crown chakra, connecting to source, asking for higher guidance. What do I do? How do I get through this? So if your divine masculine seems cold, or if you're not still in contact, you know, this is all about healing. This is about them needing this time to withdraw. They need this time to reflect alone by themselves and connect to something bigger than them. And that's why I kept seeing them by the ocean. Like, you know, I could see the divine masculine like really understanding that although we are like one drop of water in the ocean, we make up the whole ocean. We are part of the whole ocean. Although we are one grain of sand on the beach, we make up the whole beach. They're understanding this, even though they're in this time of being emotionally withdrawn, because they're sitting with their own emotions. So what do we get next? We get the trapped in fear card, another 8, right? And we've got, wait, how many? We've got several 8s, several 1s. Oh my God, we've got a lot of repetitive numbers. The repetitive numbers have been crazy, you guys. All right, so while they're in this emotional withdrawal, okay, some of them are trapped in fear. They're going back and forth. They see the freaking light. They hear their messages, you know, and they're going back and forth with this. They are feeling trapped by the whole experience because they know they can't escape it. They know they can't escape what is happening. So they are feeling trapped by it. You know, wherever they go, this light shines in. It's like, it's not like we're ever out of their minds. It's not like we're ever out of their hearts. So there's almost like, and this is where this devil card comes in, the temptation card, okay? The next card for the masculine. It's almost like there is this bondage, that this cage that they are in is because of this love. So if you think about the traditional devil card, it's the couple chained to the devil, to each other, right? And it's almost like this love is so big that it's and that fire of it, this passionate fire, is so consuming that it's like being in bondage. It's like being I can't even get the words, you guys. It's like being in bondage to it. It's like almost being like, I can't even escape it anymore. It almost makes me can't breathe. It's just so big. And I feel like a prisoner. I feel like a prisoner to this love because I can't fucking escape it. No matter where I go, what I do, I can't escape it. Right? So there is this bondage energy that they just wish that if they could pull their emotions away, if they could withdraw completely, they just wish it would go away. But they know it doesn't. They know it doesn't. It keeps shining through. All right? I hope you guys are following me with all this because I know I'm a little all over the place. So the beautiful thing is the next card for the masculine, and I'm going to kind of keep these cards by number here together because this is crazy how many duplicate numbers we have. So next card we got for the divine masculine is the solar plexus chakra. Again, standing up for their will, okay? Taking control of their truth, of their life, of their situations. This is what they need to do. This is the area that's being activated. This is the next step. And a lot of them are coming into this place, okay? A lot of them are coming into this place right now. Those who have started to reach out, okay, started to break off karmic relationships, karmic situations, okay? This is they're like, I'm done. This equinox, this energy coming in this week, guys, in the moon at the beginning of next week, is really a shut up or put up or shut up moment. Like the divine masculine is really tired and sick of feeling like this, you guys. They want to be in this passionate place. So they are starting to really step up in a lot of ways. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to clear everything out of their world in one fall sweep. Okay? We didn't do that when we came into this process. It took us a while to weed out the things that don't serve us. It still takes some of us a while to weed out the things that don't serve us. So understand, they are clearing things out. They are stepping into their willpower, their solar plexus chakra. They are willing to do this. And they are doing it with great success, you guys. Triumphant success. They will be successful in whatever they do, our divine masculine. Okay? As long as they keep following their passion and their hearts and the signs from the universe, because they're getting them all over the place. Okay? So those are the cards for the masculine. And just on the cards for the masculine, I want to say we've got 2 6s, okay, and 2 8s. We also have the 21, which is the 3, and the masculine also got a 3 for the solar plexus card. We also have the 1, the new beginning for the passion ignites, and the 1 for the triumphant success, new beginnings, successful new beginnings. Okay, as we go through, I'm going to add these other cards because this is crazy, more numbers that are lining up. Divine feminine side. The divine feminine got discontent and boredom, right? Discontent and boredom. And you know what? With good reason. How long we've been doing this, you guys, right? And this is a 4. But here's the thing. All this is we're just tired of watching the masculine. We are tired and discontent with just sitting on what they're doing. So, you know what? We're going to turn around and look the other way. We're going to focus on divine feminine stuff, okay? And the next 2 cards for the divine feminine stuff is fertility and intuition. Ah, who do we have here? The Empress and the High Priestess, right? This is the divine feminine, you guys. This is where we need to take this discontent and boredom, okay? Turn away from what the masculine is doing. Turn around, we get it. They're doing their thing. It gets very, frustrating for many of us. We get a little bored with the journey. We're like, I can't deal with this anymore, right? So we have to step into our power, okay? Our fullness. Again, this is like what I was talking about me knowing my mission was most important. My faith in what God was telling me was right to do over my son's fit was my truth. That was me using my intuition and taking action, stepping into that energy. This is the divine feminine, really connecting on all levels of her being with her power, with her magic, with her true essence as the feminine as a whole, okay? Most important for the divine feminine right now, heart chakra. Stay in your heart. Hold that space. Even though, okay, all of these crazy purging emotions, feelings are coming up for clearing, okay? And I mean all the feels are coming up right now, guys. Again, old stuff, new stuff, rehashing things, really processing through things. Most important, stay in our heart. That is where our stable foundation comes from, our heart space, okay? And then we've got the last card for the feminine, which you guys don't ever like this card, is the patience card. We've got to be patient. We've got to let these seeds grow. We've got to allow the harvest to ripen. We have got to allow ourselves and our beloved the time they need to do what they need to do for themselves, you guys, okay? Now, and even for the feminine, the energy that we got, well, we've got 2 4s for the feminine, right? Oh, there we go, sorry. We've got 2 4s. 4s are about building a stable foundation. Our stable foundation is coming when we look away from what the masculine is doing, that shit that we're bored with. Like, we don't need to focus on them. They're fine. They're doing their job. They will be here when they're supposed to be here. Blah, 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 blah. We know all of this. But the stable foundation really comes from staying in our hearts and keeping our hearts open. And what I love is there's a lot of green. Like I see like all of this green in the Divine Feminine's cards. There's a lot of green going on here, you know? So that's a lot of heart space. A lot of heart space. Okay, union cards, you guys. First card for union is number 8, another 8. So we've got 3 8s in this reading, okay? Accelerated motion. This is what's happening as we are moving and shifting through these timelines. I mean, I wish I could explain how quickly in my visions, in my dream space, I saw not just myself, but the collective moving through these timelines. It was like, I mean, I can't even explain it. Everything is happening fast, okay, guys? Everything is being sped up. The Divine Masculine's healing is being sped up. Our mission work is being sped up. Everything, our unions are being sped up. So what do we have? And I love this, you guys, the next union card. Okay? New beginnings. Again, new beginnings. The Fool card. We are moving forward. We are moving forward fearlessly. Well, I don't know about fearlessly. We always have fears, but we do not allow them to control us. That's the difference. So we are literally, as this woman is walking on top of the world, okay? Shush! Walking on top of the world, taking her steps forward. This is what we are doing. The door behind us is now closed. The universe has closed that door behind us, and we got nowhere to go but forward now. We can't go back. We can only go forward. The masculine, the feminine alike are moving forward toward our new beginnings. Our spiritual strength is growing tremendously, you guys. Our spiritual strength is growing. Our spiritual strength in this connection is growing. Again, a lot of green, love, a yellow, you know, the yellow, solar plexus. Our connection to the divine as well as to our beloved is strengthening. The telepathic communications are growing. The veil is getting thinner and thinner and thinner, okay? For those who have had our consciousness expanded. So our connections, our spiritual strength is growing. Like I said, shifting into our highest dimensional timeline across all dimensions of time, space, and reality. This is what we are doing. And the last card for this reading is Love Begins. The 1 card. So as we have this accelerated motion from the universe, and as we step forward, okay, as we step forward, as the door behind us is closed and the only way to go is forward, and we sink in to our strength, our spiritual strength, our connections to source, to ourselves, to our guides, to our beloved, we can enter together harmoniously into this new love relationship with our divine counterpart. Okay? I mean, this is beautiful, you guys. So beautiful. So many twins are ready to come back into union right now. The next couple months are instrumental in moving the collective forward again, you know, and we're going to see a lot of unions happening. So I am really super excited about this, you guys. So yeah, so that's the reading. Those are the messages. I hope you all get through this because I know it's a long video and I don't like doing long videos. So I'm going to wrap it up real quick. I am, you know, anybody who wants to reach me, you know how, sessions, whatever, check out the Etsy shop, check out the retreats and the ceremonies we're going to be doing on Lunar Awakenings. Check out Katie for her astrology. I am sending you guys so much love and light and gratitude and blessings, always, beautiful souls. I love you guys so very much. Hang in there, be strong. You've got this. Oh, God, I love you guys. Have a great week, and we will talk again soon. Mwah. Bye-bye.